Hi, how are we doing tonight? I hope you all are having a great Thursday. It is beautiful here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And excuse me, apologize for my voice. I've been yelling, screaming, and hollering, all that good stuff. We have so much exciting news going on here at Extraordinary Logistics Solutions, and I'm so thankful that you're able to join us. This whole month, we have been talking about kidney health. This is Kidney Health Awareness Month. We want to make sure that all of our truckers, friends, and family are aware of the importance of kidney function and how it applies to us as truck drivers, everyday workers. And we're here just to give you that awareness. As in my previous broadcasts, I've been sharing with you all different stories and testimonies about how important health functions and kidney awareness is and and I'm so glad that you're able to join us. Please share the broadcast, like the broadcast. If you have any questions or comments regarding the broadcast, let me know so that we can address them for you in the next video. My name is Marsha Withers. I'm your host. I am the owner and founder of Extraordinary Logistics Solutions. We provide solutions for our truck drivers. And this month, I want to bring to your attention is that we're wrapping up the first quarter. And so, guess what? Your IFTA reports are due. Yes, nobody likes doing IFTA, but it's something that we have to do. We have to make sure that we complete our highway tax mileage and send in. So make sure that you calculate all your mileage. If you need some assistance with that, we can help you with that. You can reach out to us at 800-404-2554. And anyone here at Extraordinary Logistics can help you with your IFTA taxes. So, yes, it's something that we don't like doing, but we have to do it. We have to calculate miles from each and we travel in. So, let's go. Now, in the past few weeks, we've been discussing kidney function and how that applies to us and how important that it is. So I do have a video that I would like to share with you all tonight. And you can find this doctor on YouTube. I pulled the video from YouTube and I will post the link so you can get all of the video. This particular video is 18 minutes long, 15 minutes long. But we're just going to go into the later half of this video as we talk about solutions. Yes, there are solutions to help treat the kidneys. You know, we sometimes don't realize the importance of inflammation and how it affects our bodies and the fruits and vegetables that we have that we can take to reduce inflammation. And in this video, it's going to come in a part where we talk about diabetes. He's talking about diabetes. If you have diabetes, and with diabetes, we look at the blood sugar on one level, but we don't realize how sometimes that diabetes can trickle in the rest of the way. So what we want to do is make sure that you have a whole range of information that will be helpful for you to discuss with your doctor. It's helpful to discuss with your family. And even if you know someone else that may have diabetes, this is some information that you can share with them as well. Because guess what? We want you to have the ultimate wealth of knowledge that you can to ensure that you're going to live an outstanding life. And without knowledge, then guess what? We really have misinformation. So, as you know, I am a dispatch agent. I am not a physician. So, by me saying that, make sure you talk to your primary care physician. If you're taking, if you're a diabetic or on the verge with your blood sugar, go back and talk to your physician to see how this is going to affect your kidneys and what you need to do to protect your kidneys, right? We have two of them and we can live with one of them. But there's so many American people. I wouldn't necessarily say Americans. It's just so many people that are waiting on the list for kidneys that you will 9 times out of 10 die without having that transplant. And even though there are steps that you can do, family members that have the same blood type that you can get another kidney from. But we really have to be realistic when we talk about dialysis, kidney function, kidney health, and how that is going to apply to our life today, tomorrow, and in our future. And especially if you have young children, what does that look like for your children? Okay. And some things are hereditary, some things are not, but we want you to have the best information that we can possibly give you here. And you can search on, different platforms. We have WebMD, we have certainly your primary care physician, we have dialysis, we have YouTube, we have Facebook, we have these various different outlets that we can use to search. Do your due diligence, do your homework, and search it out and find out what works best for you. I can't guarantee that the information that I'm going to provide you tonight is going to be the best for your particular situation, depending on what stage you're in, but you will have some information to make a change or to better understand what is needed next in your life. So hold on for a moment as we get ready to watch this video. All right.
Those little filters, those glomeruli. So the question is, what causes inflammation in units? Well, if you guessed diabetes, you are correct. So you prove that the majority of kidney problems come from high blood glucose. So what can you do with that information? Well, let's go on a low carb diet. All right, before I get to the foods, I want to just mention potassium for a second. Kidney disease. You're not supposed to be consuming. Okay, you're not supposed to consume too much phosphorus because both of those levels. Of course, if you have end-stage kidney disease, your doctor is going to advise you on what
quick and simple scheduling it. Here are my team members. I just had a shift.
Okay, so I'm back. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. There are other foods too that you can eat, especially foods that reduce inflammation and provides antioxidants in your body. And I'm gonna give you some of these foods as well. Apples is one, red bell pepper, and raspberry and blueberries are very helpful in this area. Cabbage, cauliflower, onions, cranberries, the natural raw cranberries. A lot of times we don't like to eat cranberries because it doesn't have the sugar and it's bitter. But guess what? It is good for your body. All right. Next is egg whites. So even though most of the protein is in the egg yolk, the egg white is really important for kidney function. You know, you can eat it all for real, to be honest. Just go ahead and eat it all. But if you're having issues with your kidneys and you may not be able to, then you can do that as well. All right. Then we have garlic. Garlic is always going to be good, and it helps reduce the inflammation in your body as well. So, based upon the information that we have here, you can do a lot of things with the food that we have. It's just a matter of finding out what's going to work best for you and how you're going to apply it to your life as you're driving down the road. One of the things that I really enjoyed about this video is the celery. You know, a lot of times when we go to get some wings, we always like chicken wings, right? And we get chicken wings in so many different flavors, and they always provide celery. And what we do with the celery, we kind of push it to the side. But guess what? We have it to enjoy. And I'm going to try this myself, you guys, because, you know, if you look at my eyes, sometimes I have the little puffiness underneath right here. So there's some inflammation going on. I think sometimes it's allergies and sinuses and all that good stuff. But you know what? It's natural. It's something that comes from the earth. So why not try it? It may work out, right? I keep you guys posted on how that looks. But as far as the vitamin D goes, let me tell you, I did a study a couple of years ago. It was a research study with NIH in Bethesda, Maryland. And so they were doing a test to find out how health in the African American community and cardiovascular function, how that goes and how that plays, and what are more susceptible, right? So if you live in a certain class neighborhood, there's certain things that they think that you're not doing, or you're not eating as healthy versus if you're living in the suburbs. So they had this test going on. So I participated. Now, I was very leery at first by participating in this study because, you know, it's NIH and the National Health Institute. And sometimes, you know, you don't want to be that guinea pig because you don't know what they're going to be doing to you. And you don't want to take placebos or the actual medication because you don't know which one is going to do what it's supposed to do, or if you're getting the placebo or the actual pill. So I was kind of leery, but when I found out that I didn't have to take anything to the placebo effect, that was up my alley. So I said, okay, let me go ahead and do this. And what I found out is that a lot of African American people don't have high levels of vitamin D because we really don't go outside that much. And as you know, our other peers, you know, the Caucasian or the Hispanic community, right? So we spend a lot of time indoors unless we're going to a sporting event, and then you know we're dressed for the occasion and we come back in. So they had to do a test, and what they did was they took a light and they put it right here in the vein area because that's going to tell you what your natural skin tone is. Because the rest of your arm, you know, don't get as much light unless you're hanging out the window. Now, I'm not sure if you ever really paid attention to it, that one side of your body is darker than the other side. because you're driving all the time, then guess what? Your left hand is out the window and it's getting all the sun, and the right hand is not getting as much sun. Have you thought about that before? It didn't dawn on me until I took this study. And so they took and put a light there to find out how much sunlight that I was actually taking in. And then I realized then that I was not getting enough vitamin D in my body. So my doctor let me know at one point that I was vitamin D deficient as well. And so I had to take a series of pills till I got my vitamin D level back up. And I'm not so much of a pill person. I'm just going to be honest. I'm not. I hate taking pills, but you know what? We got to take it, especially when you're over 35, 40, 50, 60. You need these extra minerals that you're not getting, these extra supplements. And 9 times out of 10, they come in the pill form. And we have to take it. So I started taking vitamin D3, right? Now, I'm not sure if you can see this. This bottle has 50,000 IUs in it. And I was able to purchase this outside of the pharmacy. I didn't have to get a prescription for it. And it's vitamin D3 that you take once a week. Don't do no more, just once a week. And then let your body get to where it needs to go, right? Now, once you start taking this, you need to drink plenty of water. And when I watched this video, I'm realizing that when we're vitamin D deficient, then that means that we're not getting enough calcium to support the bone health. Bone health is important, especially as you're getting older. And if we don't have enough, support in our bones and in our joints, it's going to present a problem for being very fragile and breaking easily, because there's nothing to really support the calcium in the body. And then he talked about the kidney stones and passing of kidney stones. And some of you all may have experienced that. I had my stepmother experienced it at one point in time in her life, and it was very, very painful for her. So just think about that. Just take those things into consideration and plan out your meals. Plan out how you want to eat your foods, what you can do that is raw food that you can snack on here and there. Making sure you have these items in your truck. You may have a cooler or a refrigerator in your truck, and just have some of these things in Ziploc bags. That's easy, not taking up a lot of space, but you can grab and go and keep on going. Apples, I love apples. And apples, I had talked to my cousin once upon a time about kidney stones and um, how do you know if you have kidney stones? At one point in time, I thought I was passing kidney stones, but it was something that I was eating that had seeds in it that I didn't know at that time that it had seeds. And I'm like, okay, what's this in the stool, right? Just being transparent, just being real. Sometimes you don't know. You got to ask somebody. So this is why we're having this conversation tonight. And so I called her and she said, well, she gave me some descriptions that look like this, da 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 da. I was like, no, well, I really don't know, you know. And I looked up on the internet trying to figure it out what this could be. And so she told me, she said, well, Marsha, in order for it to really get rid of it or to pass the kidney stones easily is to eat a lot of apples and olive oil. So I'm thinking to myself, do I really want to eat all these apples and drink this olive oil for it to pass through? Well, lucky enough, I didn't have kidney stone issues, and I didn't have to take in this concoction that would have helped relieve the pain of these kidney stones. So we just want to make sure that you are getting everything that you need to do what you need to do successfully. Guess what? We're extraordinary. We're logistics, but we also have a solution for you. As we end our broadcast tonight, please make sure that you go back and watch some of our other previous videos. Talk to your friends, talk to your family, talk to your physician. I always say talk to your physician because your physician knows you better than I do. and they can also provide a solution for you as you take on various responsibilities and making sure that you can sustain yourself and live a longer lifespan. As we said before, the average truck driver lifespan is 61 years old. Let's think about this. We want to live past 61. 61, we're trying to retire. And we don't want to retire on our deathbed. We don't want to retire with missing pieces or limbs, right? Come on, let's work together. Let's do this together. We can be healthy together, we can be successful together, and we can deliver these loads. One of the worst things that most truck drivers feel right now is dying alone, dying on this highway, not being around friends or family. That is a fear for a lot of you all out there. I know, I hear it, I understand it. This is why we're doing these awareness topics every month so that you are informed on what you need to do to be successful. I really do appreciate you all for joining, watching, sharing the videos. You can find us on YouTube. We're here on Facebook. And I just want to say that I love you all. I want you to be safe out there and tell us some of the things that you want to see on Truckers Talk Thursday. Not every month is going to be about health, but we will talk about other things like business, finance, and these truck prices right now are outrageous. It's amazing how you can spend $253,000 at an auction for a truck. So if they're selling it at an auction that high, just think about how much it costs at a dealership. Well, guess what? We may have some solutions for you on that side, but you won't know until you tune in. Well, thank you for joining. I'm your host, Marsha Withers with Extraordinary Logistics Solutions. Visit our website at www.xlsolutions.biz. I look forward to seeing you and have a fantastic night. Remember, March 31st is around the corner. First quarter is done. It's time to submit for your IFTA. Thank you so much. Good night.